Cougar Helicopters, which is based in Nova Scotia, operates a fleet of 9 Sikorsky S-92 helicopters in search and rescue and offshore oil and gas transport roles. The Science Channel's new documentary series, Mega Machines, debuted with an episode about the S-92 and how Cougar uses the aircraft in its missions. While guests screened the film over popcorn at the recent Heli-Expo show, we caught up with Cougar CEO Hank Williams.
Cougar's roots go back to Nova Scotia, Canada in 1984, where a couple of S-61s performing basically some search and rescue work at the time. Really in 1997 is when Cougar really jumped into the big heavy machines, IFR and offshore activity with the winning of an ExxonMobil contract in Newfoundland, Canada. In 2005 is when Cougar first purchased his first S-92. We learned to grow with that aircraft. One of the main reasons our missions is not a short distance from the shoreline. We're going anywhere from 200 to 300 nautical miles. It was important that we had an aircraft that had the range capacity, the ability to carry extra fuel, and yet at the same time be able to carry a decent payload for those distances. And the automation on the aircraft is fantastic, and different SAR modes. So it's a prime aircraft for search and rescue in regions such as ours with harsh weather. We have a lot of ex-military people in our organization. The pilots love the aircraft. They love the systems on the aircraft. For example, the NVG cockpits, which is very great for night vision search and rescue. The autopilot, like I said, automation. The automation of this aircraft is fantastic, and the pilots, they love automation, that's for sure.
These aircraft have to work in extremely tough conditions, so safety is always a priority.
We operate a very robust risk management system, and the operation of the aircraft is enclosed within that risk management system. Every mission we fly, everything has been risk assessed for mitigating factors that we can bring it down to ALARP as low as practically possible. And if we change a mission profile or go to a mission that we have not done before, we make sure that we develop a risk assessment so that it's handled and managed through that robust program.
The oil and gas business continues to feel the pressure of low prices, so activity is still reduced. We asked Hank what he thinks the future may hold for Cougar in this economic environment.
Our primary role is with the oil and gas industry at this point, but we are exploring some civilian search and rescue programs, as well as possibly some rescue programs with the Danish government in areas like Greenland. We've operated in Greenland before. With the downturn in the oil and gas, of course, exploration has slowed down a little bit, so we're experiencing some of that pain as well. There's that some of our aircraft are not as busy as we like them to be, but I'm an optimist, and I think everything's going to come back up, and in a couple of years I'll be looking for more S-92s.